Still clinging to your coquette bows or dressing head to toe in neutrals, it is time for a wardrobe refresh. From the fall of quiet luxury to the rise of bold maximalism, the shift is undeniable. Ready to evolve? Here are 5 trends that are heading out in 2025. Number 1, Sambas. Adidas Sambas had an absolute chokehold on fashion in 2023 and 2024. They went from being a niche soccer shoe to the sneaker of the moment, thanks to their sleek, low-profile silhouette and that perfect balance between retro and effortlessly cool. They were everywhere, on models, influencers, and even people who had never kicked a soccer ball in their lives. To be fair, the appeal was obvious. They worked with everything. Whether you were into the quiet luxury trend, the Y2K revival, or the indie sleaze comeback, Sambas fit right in. Plus, they had that nostalgic European streetwear vibe that made them feel a little elevated compared to chunkier sneakers. But as we roll into 2025, the tide is turning. Sambas, as great as they are, have reached peak saturation. When a trend becomes too universal, it starts to lose its cool factor. And let's be honest, we've all seen that one outfit, Sambas, slouchy trousers and a cropped leather jacket. We've seen it so many times that it's starting to feel like a uniform. So, what's next? Enter the return of bulkier, more experimental sneakers. Think 2010s style high fashion runners, more technical silhouettes, and even the revival of unapologetically chunky dad shoes. Several tech-heavy Adidas models such as the Oswego are already gaining traction, as are others like Salomon and Asics. The shift makes sense. Fashion always cycles between sleek and bulky, and after years of streamlined, cool girl sneakers, people are craving something fresh, unexpected, and maybe even a little ugly in that avant-garde way. That's not to say Sambas are out, they'll always be a classic, but their moment as the go-to cool sneaker is fading. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, it might be time to retire them, or at least give them a break, and start looking for something with a little more edge. Number 2, bows. Bows had us in a headlock last year. The more the better. They were on gowns, tops, jeans, shoes. They were everywhere. If there was a surface, someone was slapping a bow on it. And honestly, it made sense. The hyper-feminine, coquette aesthetic was thriving, and bows embodied that delicate, vintage meets modern romance that had everyone in a chokehold. They were whimsical but still chic, playful but still elegant. Whether you were into ballet core, the soft girl aesthetic, or just wanted to add a little bit of that Miu Miu model off-duty energy to your wardrobe, bows were the way to do it. But here's the thing, when a trend goes too viral, it starts to feel less special. By the time fast fashion brands had pumped out 1 million bow-covered dupes, the charm started wearing off. What once felt flirty and fresh started teetering into costume territory. There are only so many oversized back bows and ribbon-laced denim moments one can take before it starts feeling like an aesthetic straight out of a ballet recital. So, what's taking over? A shift towards sleek sculptural detailing. Instead of the ultra-girly embellishments, designers are leaning into sharp tailoring, asymmetry, and architectural draping. Think structured silhouettes with unexpected folds, exaggerated pleating, and bold, dynamic shapes that feel more modern and refined. Instead of delicate bows, we're seeing cool, deconstructed ribbons and wraps that feel a little more undone, like you just threw something on and it naturally draped into perfection. This doesn't mean bows are completely gone. Fashion always finds a way to reinvent things, but their ultra-sweet, hyper-feminine moment is cooling down. If you're still enjoying them, try a more understated style with subtle bow accents rather than a dramatic burst of ribbons. Otherwise, it's time to embrace a more sculptural editorial edge. Number 3, high-waisted pants. High-waisted pants have had an iron grip on fashion for the past decade. They cinched the waist, elongated the legs, and gave everything from wide-leg trousers to skinny jeans that effortlessly polished look. Plus, they were comfortable. No need to worry about anything slipping down or showing too much. high-rise pants just held everything in place. Doesn't matter if you are channeling the 70s disco energy with flared jeans or going for a sleek, tailored vibe. The high waist was the default. And let's be real, after the ultra-low-rise trauma of the early 2000s, we all collectively swore we'd never go back. But fashion loves a comeback, and after years of sky-high waistlines, the shift is happening. Mid and low-rise pants are creeping back in. Slowly at first, with fashion insiders rocking relaxed mid-rise jeans and slouchy, hip-sitting trousers. Now, it's undeniable. The pendulum is swinging, and suddenly low and mid-rise pants feel fresh again. They have that effortless, undone coolness, like you're not trying too hard but still look insanely chic. This shift is part of a bigger movement towards relaxed, easygoing silhouettes. Instead of the structured, nipped-in waist that high-rise pants give, mid- and low-rise styles bring back that laid-back, slightly rebellious attitude. They also work seamlessly with the return of 90s and 2000s fashion. Cropped baby tees, slinky tanks, and oversized blazers all just hit differently with a pair of loose, hip-hugging jeans. Does this mean you need to toss all your high-waisted pants? Not necessarily, but if you want to stay ahead of the curve, start playing with different rises. Trends come and go, but the right jeans for you will always depend on your body type, personal style, and most importantly, what makes you feel confident. Not every rise or cut works for everyone, and that's okay. Fashion should work for you, not the other way around. If you love high-waisted jeans because they give you that snatched waist and long leg illusion, keep them in rotation. They're especially great for hourglass and pear-shaped bodies because they highlight the waist and provide structure. Mid-rise is a solid middle ground. It works well on most body types, giving a more relaxed fit without completely shifting proportions. Low-rise, on the other hand, is trickier. It tends to highlight the hips and lower stomach, so it's often more flattering on straighter or athletic figures. But that doesn't mean anyone can't wear them. It's all about the right fit and styling. A good trick? If low-rise feels intimidating, go for a slouchier, relaxed cut rather than something ultra-tight. At the end of the day, the best pants are the ones that make you feel amazing. Trends should inspire you, not dictate your choices. So if low-rise isn't your thing, skip it. The real key is experimenting, finding what works and owning your look with confidence. But make no mistake, the days of high-waisted everything being the only option, they're numbered. Number 4, neutrals. For the past few years, neutrals have been the undisputed MVP of fashion. Beige, taupe, cream, black. Every influencer and designer was preaching the gospel of quiet luxury, minimalism, and timeless dressing. And honestly, it was chic. There's something undeniably sophisticated about an all-neutral wardrobe that looks effortlessly put together. The appeal was clear. Neutrals go with everything, they're easy to style, and they scream understated elegance. Whether you were into the clean girl aesthetic, the Scandinavian fashion wave, or just loved a good monochrome moment, neutrals felt like the pinnacle of refined dressing. But as we roll into 2025, things are shifting hard. The quiet, muted tones are taking a back seat, and in their place, colour. Bold, unapologetic, vibrant hues are making a full-blown comeback. We're talking electric blues, fiery reds, juicy oranges, and playful pastels. The shift isn't just aesthetic, it's a whole mood. After years of minimalist, neutral dressing, people are craving excitement, personality, and fun in their wardrobes again. Colour is expressive, joyful, and honestly, just more alive. This isn't about throwing out all your neutral staples, but the era of dressing like a walking Pinterest mood board in nothing but beige and black, it's fading fast. Instead, we're seeing designers and trendsetters embracing dopamine dressing, playing with unexpected colour combos, statement pieces, and hues that demand attention. Even if you're not ready to dive headfirst into head-to-toe brights, adding pops of colour, whether it's a bold handbag, a pair of vibrant shoes, or a striking jacket, instantly makes an outfit feel fresh and on trend. So if you've been living in a sea of camel coats and cream sweaters, now's the time to shake things up. Fashion is having fun again, and honestly, it's about time. Number 5. Quiet luxury. There is no denying that quiet luxury had us all in a chokehold, and for good reason too. For one, it didn't just appear out of nowhere, it was a reaction. After years of logomania, fast fashion excess and flashy designer flexing, people were craving something different, something more refined. One major catalyst? The succession effect. People suddenly realized that billionaires dressed up like they had nothing to prove. Somehow the aesthetic trickled down into real life, and suddenly everyone wanted to dress like a discreetly powerful CEO. Then there was TikTok. Influencers like Matilda Djerf, with her effortless Scandinavian chic, became the poster girl for quiet luxury. Think crisp white shirts, neutral trousers, and that perfectly undone yet polished look. Who can also forget Sophia Richie Granger's wedding in 2023? It was another defining moment. Her Chanel bridal looks were simple yet stunning, and she became the face of the modern, quiet luxury woman overnight. Then the economic landscape played a role too. Sure, actual luxury shoppers were investing in timeless, high-quality pieces, but the trend also filtered down in a more accessible way. High street brands started mimicking the aesthetic of clean lines, neutral palettes, and structured silhouettes. They gave everyone a taste of quiet luxury, even if they weren't dropping thousands on designer pieces. So, for the past couple of years, fashion was all about looking effortlessly expensive. Muted tones, impeccable tailoring, and logos so discreet they were practically a secret handshake for the ultra-wealthy. It was refined, polished, and had a certain if you know exclusivity that made it feel sophisticated. The appeal was obvious, it was timeless, and let's be real, who doesn't want to look like they casually summer in the Hamptons? It was the perfect storm, pop culture, social media, and the shifting fashion cycle all aligning to make quiet luxury the pinnacle of chic. But of course, when everyone starts chasing the same understated aesthetic, it starts to feel less exclusive and more uniform. The quiet luxury wave hit its peak, and now fashion is craving the opposite, maximalism. Loud prints, bold colours, statement accessories, and over-the-top styling are making a massive comeback. People are tired of blending in, they want to stand out. This shift is all about self-expression. Instead of dressing to whisper wealth, fashion in 2025 is shouting personality. Think vibrant, clashing patterns, layered textures, extravagant silhouettes, and accessories that demand attention. It's playful, it's daring, and it's a reminder that fashion is meant to be fun. Does this mean quiet luxury is completely dead? Not necessarily. There will always be a place for refined dressing, but the moment of stripped-down minimalism as the only definition of style, that's over. So, if you've been living in head-to-toe beige and subtly monogrammed everything, now's the time to break out of the mold. Layer it up, go big, and let your wardrobe make some noise. There you have it. 5 trends that are heading out in 2025. Which of these would you switch out? Let us know in the comments section and check out our other exciting videos.